Hello and welcome to Chit Chat Corner. In this segment, we will interview Keval Hirankaka, a young Indian climber who has made his name as a mountaineer and is recognized globally. Some of his famous achievements include scaling two mountains above 8,000 meters, including the Mount Everest and Mount Hotse. Not only that, Keval also documents his journey and posts it on YouTube, Instagram, harboring a huge audience from across the globe. Keval, thank you so very much for taking your precious time out of your day and joining us today.
It's a real pleasure and thank you for having me here.
So let's begin now. Since mountaineering is very unique field, we'd like to ask you some questions and know more about it along with your experience in the field. So please tell us of by starting how and when did you first gain an interest in mountain climbing? What exactly made you become a mountaineer?
I would say, the inner child in me, or definitely curiosity. So when I was a kid, I used to look at the mountains and I used to wonder what lies beyond that or what lies on top of the mountain. It is so high and you cannot see exactly what is behind that. So there was one curiosity. And my parents, when I was, in my seventh grade, they told me, what would you do you have a school vacation now. So what would you do? So as a 90s kid, I said, I'll play video games, I'll go out, play cricket and badminton because, that was the time to have fun with friends. But
Yeah.
my parents, they offered me that nature is a real teacher. Why don't you go out and explore? You have never been out. So, there is a trek going to Manali, and that is being organized by Youth Hostel Association of India. So, why don't you explore that? You will find snow and so many things. So, okay, I said, I've never heard about it. Where is Manali exactly on the maps and how to be there and everything. So I thought, okay, this sounds cool. Let's do this, something exciting. And I was more curious now. So this curiosity kept on increasing. And finally, I decided to go to the mountains. And, there is this one speciality about the mountains. They are so attractive that
Hmm.
once you go there, some part of you is always left behind. So my soul was left behind in the mountains, and I decided to go every year after year to find it. And the process has never ended.
So you would like to say that your parents were the pushing factor knowingly or unknowingly.
Yes, yes, definitely. I mean, I would give my complete credit, and that transformed my life completely from there.
Correct. That's very insightful. And mountain climbing actually requires a lot of mental endurance, as you
Yeah.
mentioned earlier. How exactly do you prepare yourself before a mission?
As I said, mountaineering is a very integrated part of my life. So I say now that mountaineering is my lifestyle. So
Wow.
I,
Yeah.
live about the mountains. I eat about the mountains. I sleep about the mountains, and I drink about the mountains. So whatever is necessary in the mountains, I try to include that in my day-to-day life. Lots of yoga, definitely, to control your mind, meditation, and along with that, physical training like cycling, swimming, running, and climbing staircases up and down with loads. And on the weekends, hiking or extra running, etc. So this has been my training schedule, followed with a very strict diet.
So we are very sure that you would have faced situations like this earlier. So, I mean, were you under pressure any of the times? And what are your tips to combat that anxiety and stay calm in those situations?
On the mountains, the mountain tests you a lot to your limits. I mean, there are hundreds and thousands of reasons you will face that will make you to turn back. Say temperatures will drop to minus degrees, so your fingers and hands and feet will get swollen and they'll go numb. You won't be able to feel them. There will be heavy winds that will make everything numb, so your face and everything will be numb. But I think out of that thousand reasons to turn back, you need to find just one reason to go ahead. And my everybody has their own reason or their own purpose. So my reason to go ahead is my passion and love for the mountains.
As you just mentioned, you are one of the very few people on earth who has climbed the deadliest of the mountains and also the Mount Everest. How does it feel to accomplish a huge milestone like this and climbing the highest mountain in the world?
Definitely feels a lot, but as I said, it's not just about the mountain. It's about the journey.
Hmm.
Or maybe say on top of a mountain I would spend is 20 minutes or 27 minutes or maybe half an hour at the most, but you spend a lifetime scaling that mountain. So that journey, you're climbing with so many people from India or from abroad. You're climbing and dealing with so many cultures.
Hmm.
You are, understanding and learning so many new things around. And that is your extended family, because you do not have network, phone connections, etc. So most of the time, if you're feeling homesick, they are there for you. And that journey, when you're also evolving with regards to your fitness, your physical accomplishments, and also you're trying to expand your limits by not giving up and trying something new and pushing it further. Yeah.
Coming to social media, you have a huge following on the platforms like Instagram and YouTube. You have followers. What would you like to say is your selling point, which attracts a large audience to watch and subscribe to your content?
um I would not call them my followers, but what I try to do through my Instagram profile. See, most of the time I'm in the mountains, but I am pushing my limits and going to the extremes where most of the people think they cannot go, or they are not prepared, so they back off and they say, okay, I'm not ready to go right now, I'll maybe go next time. So I want to open up the world for them, that what lies beyond. you know so
Hmm.
it is not just what you see from the house, like a skyscraper or a thing. There is life beyond that, and how we manage and everything. So if you look at my profile, it will all be talking about those unexplored places, or the places that normal people are find it difficult to visit. So
Correct.
I try to, if there is a beautiful sunrise, a beautiful sunset, or a starry night, or maybe different types of mountains, they have different formations. So I try to capture them and present it to the people, so that visually they can see that how beautiful the nature is and how blessed we are. As human beings, we have the best of facilities, and we have the best of the gift from God as well. Only thing is that we have to preserve it.
So, in this due course, have you ever felt like there is a setback, or what is the setback that you have experienced? Now that you have already overcome, you're trying to overcome a lot of things. What has been that one motivational factor or the driving force for you to continue what you're doing, even though you have a lot of challenges?
As I said, the love for the mountains and my passion towards mountaineering has driven me always. At
Hmm.
times I was not feeling well, and I was not in a state to do something, but still, that passion, or that spark, that okay, I have to do this. And also my friends and family, they have been the my biggest support system. Whenever I am down or whenever I'm not feeling well, they are like, okay, no matter, just don't give up, come on, you can do this, and they push me for a better me. So I think family and friends have really played an important role. And I also ask people to be that support system for somebody, because it really helps a lot.
Wow, it's very nice to listen to all of these achievements from a young achiever. At the age of 30, you've been able to do so much. So my last question would be, which peak do you want to next look forward to conquer?
In fact, in the morning only I posted on my Instagram. So the next
Hmm.
project is known as Project Tri Summits. So try because of a tricolor, and so I'm climbing three mountains above 8,000ers. That is Mount Kanchenjunga, which is India's highest, located on the borders of India and Nepal, and also the
Correct.
world's third highest. Then Mount Dholagiri, that is the world's seventh highest, and Mount Makalu, which is the world's fifth highest. And also, after climbing these three, I'll become the first Indian to have climbed 8,000ers. Also, I'll become the first Indian to have climbed three 8,000-meter peaks in one go, in one season, in a short span of time, say 1.5 month, whatever it takes. So that's my next project, Project Try Summits. I'm really working hard and meeting people, meeting sponsors, etc. for that. And I hope that if I'm able to achieve this, it will be a very historical moment for India, because no Indian climber has done that, and 3 4 national records, etc. So that will be a huge thing. So I'm really training hard day and night, and hopefully, let's see, if the sponsors and everything, the requirements meet up, then definitely we'll do history this year.
Wow, that's so very motivating. I don't know. I cannot stop being proud already. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of this. It was very fun to have you with us. Very glad we could sit and chit chat like this with you. We wish all the very best from the bottom of our heart for your future endeavors. And with this, we would like to conclude today's segment of Chit Chat Corner. Thank you for being an amazing audience, all of you.